first buy-to-let mortgage. Well, it took a while actually, but now I realise where the first buy-to-let mortgage came from. And the story goes right back to a meeting an area manager of the Newbury Building Society had with Leaders estate agents down in Southsea in the early 90s. And the area manager at the time spoke to Leaders, and Leaders said, is there any possibility that any lender will be able to lend on the basis of rental income covering the mortgage? Because the problem they had was that landlords were having to remortgage their residential house in order to release funds to buy flats and houses for rental outright. They couldn't actually get mortgages on them. And of course, once their equity had gone, then they couldn't borrow any more money. And also, it relied on their own income multiples. Well, the area manager, which is me, thought about this and went back to talk to the commercial manager of the Newbury, Ashley Gaunt, and together we formulated a product. And Ashley did a good job in convincing the board that we should run with a trial of 6 of these mortgages. So what we decided we would do was we would have a mortgage which 66% loan to value. The borrower would have to put down the rest as a deposit himself, of course, but also 6 months payments in a savings account. So just as a safety net, really. And the property had to be on a short hold 6 months basis for security of tenure. And there were certain restrictions on who the tenants could be. For example, no GHS or students, and those rules actually still apply today with many buy-to-let mortgages. So we went back to Leaders and said, this is what we can do. And they were absolutely delighted by it. And so we found that their potential buyers are able to raise deposits on their residential house and put a third down and take out a mortgage on a rental property. So suddenly they could buy 2 or 3, whereas they used to only be able to buy 1. Leaders, of course, saw this and approached many other lenders and said, look, this is what the Newbury are doing. Can't you do something better, or can't you match it? And of course, it started to take off from there. Didn't really think much of it at the time because we didn't call it a buy-to-let mortgage. We just called it a commercial mortgages. And we had other commercial mortgages as well. So it was just one of a basket of things that we were doing. I have approached Leaders in recent years and said, do you realise that you are the ones that helped us do the first ever buy-to-let mortgage in the UK? And to be honest, the response was, not that bothered, I don't think. I think the people we spoke to have long since gone, and the new people, I don't think, really understood. I have approached the Newbury and no response from them. So the secret of the real buy-to-let mortgage rests with me and the commercial manager, Ashley Gaunt. It's probably my only, no, not only, because the next one's going to follow sometime, good claim to fame. The first buy-to-let mortgage. Thank you.